This is a First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Alert. Here is Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle.
This is a First Warn Tri-Cities Severe Weather Alert. I'm First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle. We are coming on the air for a severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for parts of Watauga County. The storm just west of Boone, between kind of like Boone and Beach Mountain, is now severe with the potential for some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts within this storm. Weather Service also says this could have some small pea-sized hail. The storm is also nearly stationary, so some localized flooding will be possible. The main threat with this is going to be some gusty to damaging wind gusts right through here. And let me move this out of the way so I can see exactly what I'm pointing at. Right through here is where those strongest of winds are going to be. You can see the reds and greens coming together. That's not rotation within this storm. This is signaled just for some gusty to damaging wind gusts, 40 to 60 miles an hour possible there, just northwest of Boone, near Highway 421 here. As you go into the Boone area, if you're coming from out of Johnson County into parts of Watauga County. It's between the Tennessee state line and Boone there on 421. That's where the gustiest of winds will be. Also, some locally heavy rainfall is possible within this thunderstorm as it's moving very slowly to the south at about 2 miles an hour, so it's not moving very fast. It is nearly stationary, so localized flooding will also be possible within this storm. We'll turn on our hail tracker, see if we have any hail within this storm. Doesn't look like we have much hail concerns. Actually, it does. It looks like we have some nickel-sized hail possible. It just took a minute for it to load. So some nickel-sized hail possible here in the Boone area as well, just to the west of Boone. So if you're within this storm, you want to take shelter. This is just a look at our alerts here. That's where that severe thunderstorm warning is. That warning is in effect until 7:45 p.m. from the National Weather Service in Blacksburg for parts of Watauga County, including Boone, Sugar Grove, Valley Circus, Collin Memorial Park, and Silverstone. And again, I can draw you a storm track on it, but it's not going to do us very well to do so. So let me go here. Zoom this out just a little bit. I think it's just moving kind of south at like 2 miles an hour. So it's not really showing us many locations, but it is generally heading in the direction of Avery County. But these are typical summertime thunderstorms. They'll pulse up, pulse down. This one will likely pulse down before it gets into Avery County, but the Weather Service in Greenville, Spartanburg, which covers Avery County, will be watching this. But it's this area here just to the west of Boone of heavy rain and potential gusty winds here. Right there is where our wind signature is. Not a tornadic signature, even though the reds and greens are coming together. That's just signature for some winds coming down from aloft that could reach severe limits at the ground. Excuse me. And again, so that's what we're watching for here. And you can see I turn on the severe risk. SPC has not outlined us in a risk today. This is just sometimes in the summer, these storms can pop up real quick. They can pulse up. They can produce, some 50, 60 mile an hour winds and small hail as they're collapsing. And that is normally why we see severe thunderstorm warnings during the summer months, June, July, early August. We typically don't see organized severe weather. We don't have the wind shear to support organized severe weather. With how hot it is, the heat, humidity, we have plenty of that to support instability and thunderstorm feel. So this will continue to push off to the south, again west of Boone, kind of just to the south very slowly at maybe 5 miles an hour. So, you're getting some very heavy rainfall there just west of Boone. And again, this storm could produce some severe thunderstorm wind gusts as it continues to push to the south. So that's something we'll watch closely. Again, don't think it'll hold together, especially to severe limits by the time it gets to Avery County, if it keeps moving this slow and by around 8 o'clock or so. But again, we'll see some light rain, maybe some moderate to heavy rain into parts of Avery County. At some point or another, we already see the light rain kind of pushing into Avery County, not yet to Newland there along 221 south, but again, don't think it's going to be severe by the time it gets to Avery County. Normally when they pulse up, come severe, they collapse back down pretty quickly. You can kind of tell the storm is collapsing. It is moving a little bit. Kind of the heaviest rain now south of Highway 421. See if we have a new velocity scan. We do have it. And again, right here would be where if we have any severe wind, it'd be right about here just to the southwest of Boone. I'll zoom in on that here. And again, this is if we have any of that this is where it would be. Let me see if I can get some road names, near Arnett Hollow Road, State Highway 105, Laurel Fork Road, White Oak Road, Evergreen Lane, Saratoga Drive, Alpine Acres Road. So kind of in those areas, that's where we'd be watching for some gustier winds. And yeah, some heavy rainfall, potential for some hail in here as well. Again, if I turn back on the hail tracker, just make sure we don't have anything severe hail-wise. And our hail tracker does take a minute to load. We were seeing just a little bit earlier some nickel-size hail within it. And let me off on. See if that makes it go any quicker. But again, as we look, this is our severe thunderstorm warning just to the west of Boone here in Watauga County, kind of on the eastern fringe of our viewing area. But we did want to come on here since it is in the viewing area and let you know about it, since we were here kind of tracking things in-house and watching them slowly. But right here, just west of Boone, pushing south, that's where we're watching for this severe thunderstorm. It looks like the hail tracker is not going to want to work, but you can see the storm is going to slowly collapse there. It's moved southwest of Boone near the Avery County line, near the Banner Elk area. Again, don't think it'll survive very much, at least severe-wise, into Newland, into Avery County, really even in the Bowling Rock area, but we'll definitely be watching it very closely as it does. I'll zoom out and show you kind of the mountains of North Carolina is where we're seeing our only thunderstorm activity as I kind of zoom you to a viewing area view of it. We've got one lone storm there in Boone, a little shower down here on the Mitchell-Yancey County line. But besides that, not much going on across the Tri-Cities. Maybe a sprinkle here or there, but again, it's these summertime pop-ups. We don't expect many of them until late in the week. Kind of yesterday we saw some. Kind of expect a decrease today, Wednesday, probably Thursday. Could see a slight chance Friday, and more of like a 30% chance by the time we head to your 4th of July holiday. Here we're working on that forecast and then got this warning. But again, the storm here just west of Boone. Boone technically in the warning, but the storm moving just west of the Boone area. That is where we could have some strong 16-mile-an-hour wind gust potential there. Also for a little bit of small hail. Again, right here west of Boone, near and just south of 421. That's where our best chance of any damaging thunderstorm wind gust would be. Again, not seeing much in the way of hail, but maybe some peat and nickel-sized hail definitely cannot be ruled out within this severe thunderstorm warning. Again, watching a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Watauga County until 7:45 this evening. So that will do it for our coverage here. Again, if you're just in this area, it's advised to seek shelter indoors. Very heavy rainfall, storm barely moving. If we get any more warnings, we'll definitely come back on the air and let you know about them. But for now, I'm First One Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skyler Doyle. Thanks for watching and good night.